Hey, it's Elizabeth from Elizabeth Made This. You, my friend, are a pattern hacking warrior because you have made it through making all the changes to your pattern so you can make this zipper ruffle tank. You've put in the zipper into your ruffles and you're ready to sew it together. So let's get to work. And then by the end of it, you will have this super cute tank, which doesn't only have this adorable little ruffle, but will unzip to give you a whole new look. And who doesn't love extra looks in their clothes that they make? Ta-da! It's super fun. Let's go! Okay, so I sewed in my second zipper with the ruffles, put in a label, and now I'm getting ready to close up the second side seam. So let me show you how to do that. So we want the ruffle ends to be really free. So I'm gonna put the ruffles, the ends of the ruffles, right sides together, and just stitch along them along with the zippers, the zipper ends. Go ahead and backstitch here. So the sides of my top are not involved in this step at all. I'm just stitching the ends of the ruffles and the zipper tapes together. I don't want in there. I'm just going to cut that away. That part is going to get cut away anyway because it's the excess of my sleeve binding. Okay, go ahead and backstitch. So you can see this is kind of free. I'm not worried. I missed that, so I'm going to go back over that little chunk. It's okay that there's a hole there because that's gonna get closed up when we go inside sew the side seam. But it's really important that the ruffles are together for this next bit. Okay, so just clip your threads. Okay, so now we're gonna go and find the inside of this. It gets a little crazy. Okay, I'm going to fold this totally out of the way because I do not want the ruffle, the top part of the ruffle to hit the side seam at all. And I want to match the ends of the binding and the raw edges of that. And I'm going to sew from the binding all the way to right where the zipper is starting. Actually, I'm going to go the other way because I have more of a chance of hitting that end better. So I'm starting from the end of the zipper and I'm going to sew to the end of the binding. And I'm just going to cut off the end of the binding. So now I'm going to keep going with closing up this seam. So you can see that the edge of the bottom of the armhole is free from the edge of the zipper. That means that when it's open, it's gonna stay open down there at that. So now I'm gonna go in the bottom part of the ruffle. It's okay if it's in the seam, but it's kind of good that it's all tacked together because it matches up with itself. And it's also just basted in place, so it's not going to go weird places when I go to sew up this side seam. So at this point I'm just going to sew from the just a little bit below the bottom of the ruffle to where the zipper is. I'm not sure why this is pulling in weird places. Let me undo a couple of these stitches. At this point, I'm just going to head on over to the serger and finish closing up the bottom of Make sure the top of your ruffle is pointed up so that you don't catch it in the seam coming up. When you get in the zipper area, definitely use your flywheel. Do not try and go over with the serger knife and the serger needles because you will break a needle. Ask me how I know. Might get lucky and not hit anything solid, but it's also quite bulky in this area, so it's not a bad idea to just use your flywheel. It takes a little bit more time, but it's better than busting a needle and having to rethread your serger. Okay, I'm past that now, so it's okay for me to go ahead. And again, because I finished the top of the binding, I'm gonna take my needle and pull that tail through to the other side. If you look at ready-to-wear tanks, like 98% of them put the binding on while it's in the flat, and you can tell because they have the raw thread in there. Actually, I'm gonna stick it right in there and thread it. Haha. It's just it's a lot faster because if you put it in while it's in the round, it's a couple more steps, and ready to where they're working at one kind of machine that does one thing at one time. So it would take 2 people to take care of that. Okay, because that didn't match up very well, I'm just gonna go and give it a couple stitches with my machine. But other than that, everything else is done. I'm just gonna trim up this end, and now I can go ahead and stitch my hem. And I'm gonna do that on my cover stitch, but you can always just do it with a double needle or even a zigzag stitch at your regular sewing machine. And that's it. That's the whole top. Hey, I'd love to be making more of these pattern hacker videos. So if you like this video, like and subscribe below so I can keep making more pattern hacker episodes for you. Happy sewing!